Oh yeah, we'll do some cons because I want to save the post credit scene towards the end. One big con I had, where was Quill's mask? Like he always had like a little earpiece and he clicked it and it would pop up. But now, like we never saw it broken. We saw the Walkman break. That was a big thing in the last one, but we never saw his mask break. I can't recall his mask breaking.
Oh, is that what you're talking about when Adam saved
Yeah,
him?
when he was like floating in space, but okay, whatever. You don't have your rocket boosters on your boots because you have a new uniform. I'll take that. Fine, whatever, right? But you've always warned you. You still have your side pistols, but you don't have your mask.
I didn't even think
That
about that.
bothered me so
I didn't
much.
even think about that at all.
Like he's always had his mask. Like it was a big deal when his Walkman broke. They made a visual right in our face to make sure we know. So now we have his iPod and stuff.
You know what I don't get about this just popped my head with the Walkman. Like, okay, I understand he's got the Walkman and the iPod, but they don't have the technology to like transition it into whatever, like integrate it into their own technology. Like, they don't got like they can't upload MP3s onto a spaceship. Like, you can only listen to it if it's on an iPod. Like, aliens don't like music, guys.
Hey, who's got the aux?
They all love his music. They don't. There's no kind of stereo system in the fucking spaceship.
They don't got. Like, they don't got.
Aliens
Bose.
don't have their own like iPod equivalent. Like humans are the only people who listen to music. That's it. Like,
I always thought about that too.
So they're all just like passing Quill's iPod around. Like, there's no other apparatus to listen to music in space. Like, you guys have spaceships that can travel through the speed of light. You're like, you know what? Earth was the only people smart enough to come up with the freaking
No,
iPod.
103.5 Kiss FM for you.
Like, that's why it's like, what they can't, like, you would think like, oh, all right, we all just upload it into our wristband or something and we can all listen to it.
But no, yeah, I thought about that too throughout the movies. I was like, whatever.
Like at first, like it's cool at first, like when he first joins the group, and it's like his thing because he's stupid.
Yeah.
So he can't do it. He needs to tape. But it's like Rocket and Nebula and all of them are like geniuses.
Yes.
Like they can't figure out how to upload the soundtrack onto the chip. Like I don't get that.
Rocket built a spaceship from scrap.
He like what he built when they were in he built the key when he was a baby raccoon. It's like you can't build an MP3 player. Like.
That is true. I always thought about that. I forgot about thinking about that too. That was a thing. That was an issue. I guess yeah.
Not an issue.
Not an issue. Just like, a weird thing.
It's always this thing where like they're always like have to save the tape recorder at the end of the mission because that's the only one they got.
Yeah. Speaking about Quill, also with that, it was really just the scene really that bothered me a lot. How on earth did Quill like last that long outside in space? Like he's not a Celestial anymore, half Celestial.
I'm betting they're gonna say maybe they'll say like he still is.
We'll see. I don't know.
And you just thought he was like.
Well, because they made a point in the second one. He was like, he's not a Celestial.
Yeah.
He lost his powers.
Yeah.
I would like to know because like we saw his face like distort. At first when he was freezing, I'm like, oh, he'll be fine. But once I saw his face distort, I'm like, oh wow, he's gonna go like this.
Maybe he just has like a tiny bit of like he can't.
I don't know. They better explain.
I don't know. Yes, it was very contradictory. What's going on?
Because the whole series and even like outside of Guardians, every time we got shot into space, you froze instantly and died. Like it's always been like that. But Peter survived. It bothered me so much. He was out there for so long.
It didn't happen to Gamora because she's like a
right. She's an alien. Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
So so like in my head, I was thinking like he still got some remnants of like
that's what I'm thinking.
You can't just like not be a god anymore.
Right.
Like maybe he's not as powerful because his dad's dead and he's like not connected to his dad's power source, but he's still got like
the genes.
Yeah, like a super body where like you and me he'll survive a gunshot. Or something. I don't know, like something like that's just what I thought. But you're right. Like I guess that's a big inconsistency.
No mask, and then.
But I feel like they left a lot of things like that happen in the movie where you're like, this can't be the end because there's just still too many open. Like, it can't be the end because Gamora and Peter aren't together. Like, I feel like they're not going to be done until at least they like rekindle their thing.
Maybe I do have some. Actually, I'll do that to my next point.